think I'm perfect. It's just perfect. I'm perfect.
So I just had another car come in, but it was mainly a engine teardown. So I had to take a whole camshaft out, and it's on the Mini Cooper and whatnot. I also gotta check the other stuff like the brakes, because the brakes are pretty rusty. The body is a little iffy too. Also gotta take some of this old fluid out of everything, so that's gonna be fun. Still gotta work on this Jeep though, because the customer was saying that all of the body parts are pretty much toast, which I already took that off. And then the car is loud. Well, we know why, because obviously this is toast too. And since this thing is 4-wheel drive, the shaft and all of this stuff is cooked as well. So we gotta replace the whole transfer case and also the exhaust manifold, or the front section, I mean, of it, going into the cat. And it's just like the little mismatch stuff is kind of cooked, you know what I'm saying? So what we can do is we can order the same mid mufflers just for right now. Not looking to do anything with performance at the moment. We could later down the line, but as of right now, we just want to still keep it, cordial. So also get a brand new transfer case for this thing. Bam, and then I got a front shaft that I can throw in there, and then they got the actual drive shaft we can throw in there as well. Boom, boom. So now the car, as far as that part, talking about being loud, all of that is fixed now. Now we have the air filter, fuel filter, and oil filter, which I can get the oil filter from right there. But I gotta drain the oil out of the Jeep first. So let's get that oil out. This thing probably had like a full thing of it. And our oil filter's out. Put a new one in. And then everything else looks straight. Some of the suspension parts might be off just a little bit. But okay, so now we got the fuel filter, which is always behind the block, no matter what, sitting right there. And then we got the air filter, but we got some cases. I'm gonna open these up, see what it is. An extra bonus and some extra XP, and then open the other case, and then pick this one, another bonus case, and another bonus of scrap. Okay, then we have another bonus case and some more scrap. And then we have some more XP bonus and another case. I'm getting so lucky, dude. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Okay. So then another bonus case and some credits that I probably already spent already. And then we got some more credits and a barn location on the map, which you can use right now. And then we can just sell everything that's under 30%. So new oil filter. Now I gotta go up top on this. Like I said, on this Mini Cooper, I'm already doing the engine teardown on this thing, so I'm kind of like working between both of the vehicles at the same time, just to make sure everything is good. So also while we're there, see what this air filter is looking like. Take this off. Air filter look like trash. Put the new one in. Boom, there we go. New clips. You know what I'm saying? New air filter. Gotta put that fuel filter on, but we're not gonna keep the OEM one. We're gonna give it the performance one so I can have a little bit more, fuel efficiency. Like I said, also the body is cooked on this thing, so it's not just the body parts, it's everything on it. So now this got a whole new, you know, clean conditioned body. The driver's struggling to find gears, and it's like some general stuff with the gearbox. So it's struggling to find gears. So what we also gonna do is we're gonna take the, matter of fact, we're gonna take the transfer case off. Well, we're gonna have to do that anyway too. But we're gonna take the transfer case off. We're gonna go ahead and get this drive shaft, take that off, and then go ahead and take that off, take this off, and then we gotta take the starter, and then the whole transmission. I'm more curious about what's actually going on the inside of this, and you can see the actual clutch plate is cooked, and also the flywheel looks like shit too. So we're gonna go ahead and swap all of that out. So we're gonna give it a upgraded flywheel, so that way it shifts so much smoother. Same thing with the clutch plate. No OEM parts. We're just gonna throw the performance stuff in there, and then same thing with the clutch plate, performance stuff in there. Give it a brand new bearing, and then a brand new gearbox, and brand new starter, and then we're gonna go ahead and throw on the transfer case, brand new. Do the drive shaft, and then go ahead and do the front shaft. So now we got all of that done, right? Literally, that's all it was. All of that is done now, and now we just gotta fix the body parts. But I was also gonna look at the brakes just to see how they look. They don't look that bad, so we can go ahead and put this wheel back on. Oops, not that one. See, I told you I had another one. I had one more. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so now we can lower this thing back down. And I mean all the way down to the ground, because pretty much all we gotta do is just take our time with it. So now we got that. That's pretty much done. We just gotta get all the body parts for it, which ain't a thing, because I think I have it as a like a add-on, or it might just be with the, oh, matter of fact, no, it came with the DLC. I'm tripping. So it's in here. Pop up as DLC. Jeep. Where the Jeep at? I think it say like, is it a car mod? No, it's part of the DLC. It's just in its own little thing. Okay, body tuning. See, that's the other one. That's the Jeep Grand Cherokee. So yeah, it gotta be in here. I'm just not looking. There it goes. See, I wasn't looking. Okay, so yeah, replace all of this stuff. Gonna give it brand new everything, cause it for sure needs it. We don't want this customer to ever come back. Oops, wrong one. Oh, I guess you couldn't really tell anyway, so, alright. Yeah, because the car was different colors, I'm not gonna lie to you. Just remember that. So, all of this is brand new. And they want me to just finish the order like as is. Wow, okay. No plate on the damn thing at all. Now, you know me, man. I ain't gonna leave this thing looking just like that. We're not gonna leave that looking like that either. So with that being done, I just want to hurry up and tackle this one as well, because we pretty much are just about to wrap this one up as well. Boom, got that done. Put this engine cover back on. Put the cam gear back in. Cam gear back in. The timing cover. High pressure fuel pump. VVT. Vacuum pump for the brake booster. Then we go on this side. Put the back cover back on. Oh, no way. Okay, so then we got an adjustable cam gear that I could throw in there. We could put on the lightweight ones. While we're at it, this one, we can move to get painted, but it might be a little dirty, so take it to the car wash real quick. And then do some interior detailing to it as well. You know, just to freshen it up a little bit. You know, oh my gosh, you can see the seats and the dash and everything on this. Looks so terrible, dude. It's not my car though, so you know, whatever. So now we can get it painted since it has this silver color to it. Yeah, like this. We could just paint it the same color. Now it looks like a car. So now we can wrap this one up. Take it back to the garage first, so that way I could be buying a Mini Cooper. But yep, got that done. Oh, front license plate, obviously. I'm gonna buy a bunch of these, just because, like, let's buy like a bunch of Indianas. It's just gonna be a bunch of Indianas, all right? Cause I really don't feel like looking for a lot of stuff. So we're just gonna do Indiana front and back. There you go. Done. Car is complete. Oh my gosh, no oil in the engine. I forgot about that, cuz I'm not gonna lie to you. Other than that, I think everything else was good though. You know, feel up to about that. And go ahead and send this boy. Yes, sir. So now we got this one up in the air. While we at it, let's go ahead and check the phone, see what other cars we can work on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. So no bonus with that one, but we get a bonus for this one. For 25 XP. 25% more XP. Okay. Okay, so we'll just grab this one. Go ahead and move this in. Alright, so we got this one still up in the air. Might as well get started on doing the brakes and all that. So, needs brand new pads, brand new everything. Because if not, we'll be fucked. Be a customer coming back. Don't want that problems. We're going to check the brakes all around too. Because even though the fronts could be straight, the back ones could be terrible. See, they look a little funny. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad we looked and inspected them. Make sure they was, you know, straightforward. But yeah, you could tell because they look like they rusted out. So yeah, this one's at 11%. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we good. Now we gonna get us some drilled and slotted ones. Instead, just to be looking out. You know what I'm saying? So then we're gonna buy a bunch more of these. Because the only time you really would need, you know what I'm saying, some big brake master cylinder, or not master cylinder, some big 4-piston Brimbos is like if it's a performance car. So, you know, just being a regular, you know, car that has a little bit of power, nothing too crazy, I don't think it's really needed, you know what I'm saying? So, putting that on for them. So put all the brake pads on for them. And then we're doing the brake pads, and then it's just the oil filter. While we got it up in the air, I can grab it real quick. Get the oil filter out. Put the new one in. So now that's one thing off the list. And it's just brake pads, and then some bushings involving the rear or the front. We're gonna have to look. It could be any bushing. This bushing right here is cooked. It could be a small bushing with that. Could be cooked. It could be anything, honestly. It could be bushing involving the subframe. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take you know, everything out like so. We don't know what it could be, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and take everything out like so, and then we're gonna replace it with new parts, new bushing, another new bushing on this side, the rear control suspension arm, then do the upper, and all that got new stuff. And then this fuel pump, even though it's not terrible, we're just gonna put a performance one in there just to give it a little bit more power to the wheels, you know. And then while we're at it, on this side, I think that one's looking pretty straight. We're gonna take this one out as well because we don't know what condition it actually is in. Go ahead and grab a bunch of these. Now we got a catalog, you know, stacking up. Brake ventilated, put regular pads on, regular calibers, boom, boom. Now we can put these wheels on. So now that's both of them done. And then we got the ones in the front that also need to be put on. Yes, sir. And then, see, we look out, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna put the drill and slider joints in there just to give it a little bit more power, you know what I'm saying? So that way, when they gotta stop, at least you can stop on a good dime. All right, so now all that's done. So it's just 2 more rubber bushings, and the rubber bushings could be anywhere. That's what I'm saying. I gotta look like even on the subframe. See, the subframe got smaller bushings. So what we're gonna do is, even though the other ones could be perfectly fine, we're just gonna replace all of the bushings, and then we're gonna upgrade them eventually anyway. So because eventually what's gonna happen is every car that come through this joint gonna have upgraded everything. So now all of that's done. Just gotta change the oil, which I think I drained it out already. I do believe, if not, it'll come out and show. No, I didn't. So now put that back, and then drop the car down, rebuild the head with new cams, ignition coil, spark plug, and the whole 9 yards. And yeah, man, I wish this thing had like a little bit more power you can throw into it, but hey, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So now we gotta put some oil up in here, and after that we are done with this car. Now we can go ahead and do 2 birds with 1 stone. So now this one is complete, done. Let's go. So I got a case on that one. So this one is just loud when accelerating, general gearbox control and repair, struggling to find gears, gearbox is shaking. So obviously look at the transmission and see about the suspension parts that go around that. It could be anything. Hello, young man, please help me. I set off on a ride and my car stopped working. It just shut down suddenly. Fortunately, some good young man told me to your workshop. If it weren't for them, I'd rather not go into it. Please see what you can do to get it up and running again. I have no idea what could have happened. Usually everything was working just fine after a 6-month break. Thanks for setting up a workshop here in the middle of nowhere. In the meantime, please allow me to use the restroom. I'll see you soon. Alright, so I'll grab his Volvo and we'll look into it. Man, that's a lot of things wrong with it off rip. Okay, well, yeah, we'll have to look into that most definitely. So like I said, off rip, first thing first, drive shaft is completely toast. Transfer case is completely toast. We just gotta replace everything. Cause when he's talking about noises, I'm like, oh okay, look, hard to do anything. Yeah, I guess so, cause you got this in the way. You know what I'm saying? That flywheel look kind of iffy too. So go ahead and get rid of all them parts. Put the performance on there instead. That's what helps a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Just putting the extra performance on there. It's not necessary, but it is helpful. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna buy a bunch of these gearboxes because I never know if I'm gonna keep probably seeing the Jeep Willys pop up every blue moon. So it's just better to have a bunch of them than none at all. And then we gotta put the front shaft in there. And put the drive shaft on. We getting this thing figured out now. And take this front section part off. So now I don't have any more of these, but I can buy a bunch of them. Put that on. So now, day one, everything else is done. This is gonna give me a 25% more bonus. So now the rest of it is just the body work. So that ain't no big deal. On the other hand, with this one, you know, radiator gotta go. Like, yeah, this thing got to go. I'm gonna drain all of it out, so that way I don't get, you know, radiator fluid all over the place. Take that out, and then all this other stuff like water pump, pulleys, all of that shit is about to come out too. Alternator's completely toast, and since this is first time coming here, I just want to make sure he's in good hands. So, you know, we'll rebuild everything as so. And then what I'll do is I'll get a performance alternator instead. It's a little bit more expensive, you know, a little bit more pricey, but you know, at least it'll run better and more efficient. That's the main thing. Put this water pump on for the dude. Brand new belt. Definitely gonna need it. You know what I'm saying? Buy a bunch of these. Got the lightweight pulleys. And also, we need a serpentine belt for that. Buy a bunch of those as well. So now, brand new radiator. Brand new water pump. Drain out the fluid from. From the brake fluid. That don't look like straight air. Same thing with the power steering. So now, go ahead and take that off. I don't know why I did that, but anyway, kind of worked out in a way. Put on a brand new power steering pump for my mans. So yeah, go ahead and do that. Pour the new steering fluid in. Pour that up in there. So now, belt tensioner. Oh, so he needs some relays done, the timing belt. So I'm gonna have to take. Oh shoot, I didn't even read the whole description. I just put on the little stuff. Okay, hold on. So I gotta actually take the front face of the motor off. Front shaft pulley and the timing cover. Oh man, that belt tensioner been through a lot. Same thing with the belt. So I'll take that off, and this sensor, and take the engine cover off. Oh, not too bad. I just want to make sure. So it's an idle roller, the relay, and a serpentine bolt. That fuel filter looks like straight trash. The starter's done for. We're gonna buy a couple of these starters just to have them. You know, brand new starter. Buy a couple more of the performance fuel filters. And then new engine heads. Pretty much the same thing. We just gonna give it aftermarket for that. New cam sensors. A brand new sensor. Aftermarket. We're gonna put some aftermarket wires on there as well. But before we get into the wires, I want to take these spark plugs out. This is only a 4-cylinder. Just gonna replace, you know, make it brand new as possible. Okay, then put the aftermarket wires on there, and then I think they have a, oh, they got an adjustable cam gear for that. Okay, that's cool. Put one of these on, a new timing belt. New belt tensioner, new timing cover, crankshaft pulley, serpentine belt, the roller, and the belt for that. So now all of that's pretty much done. Just gotta do brand new filter, which I can get from underneath. The fuel pump, ain't no biggie. And then the transmission, had to take off the clutch plate and the release bearing for that. This one, I think it was just what, the body that was left. Yeah, so repair all these parts. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab everything. Front bumper, windshield, the trunk, rear bumper, tail lights. And this thing pretty much is ready to go. Okay, so now I gotta grab those parts. I might as well buy like 20 of these things, because I don't know if I remember, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep seeing the car more than once, like, yeah, without a doubt. But I just want to make sure I'm just stocked up on them. Because if I just had one part, you know what I'm saying, each time I see a Jeep Willys pop up, you know, because of the DLC, I just want to make sure I got enough of them. Like I said, though, I will be getting into doing the other series where I was just basically in sandbox mode, making a bunch of builds and then, you know, trying them out as we go. And I will be doing that. I just wanted to give it the more realistic, you know, feel for this gameplay, which is, you know, actually the customer explaining to me what's going on with the vehicle, and I got to figure it out. So gives my brain, you know what I'm saying, something to think about. I forgot to buy a bunch of these, honestly. So now we got a bunch of these, a bunch of those. Got the rear, got the front. Like I said, it's all Indiana, bro. And then the left side mirror, I did buy that. I just didn't get a chance to put it on. So I got a brand new left side mirror. This one, on the other hand, what was going on? The fuel pump, and we got to take it up in the air all the way. This one pretty much can get lowered down because it has everything it needs. So we gotta go to transmission. I could take this old filter off, put the new one on. I can buy a bunch more of these because I know I'm gonna need them. All right, so now we gotta take this drive shaft off. Take off this clutch bearing, take off the pressure plate, get the plate off. The flywheel actually looks pretty decent, so it's no need really for me to touch that. But I will throw aftermarket everything on this, give it the aftermarket treatment. I already know how it goes. Brand new that. So this thing is rear-wheel drive. It is pretty cool. Brand new drive shaft. I forgot I do have the aftermarket stuff too. So when I really come across a car that wants like some extra tuning, you know what I'm saying, I'll give it to them. But like, yo, so this thing also needs a brand new starter, which luckily I have a bunch of those, and then the fuel pump, and we are pretty much solid. Put a aftermarket fuel pump in there, and I gotta go back up here anyway. Now put the new oil in. And his car pretty much is set. It'll run so much better. Like all customer cars, when we get them joints, you know what I'm saying? Don't want to just leave them looking like this. You know, fix up the body for both of them. Give it a nice updated touch. Then I can move this over there to the Volvo. Fix up the body too on that. You know what I'm saying? Now that got a new body, then we can go ahead and take the car to the wash it. And then do some interior detailing. Since he got it in this color, all we gotta do is go to the paint shop. Go to the paint shop, paint the car, and give it the same look and just paint it. Voila, look like a brand new car. Okay, so now go back there. Boom, that's done. This car looks brand new. We go ahead and do the same thing to this. Give it a nice little wash. Do the interior. And call it a day. I went to the car wash. I went to the paint shop. I shouldn't went to the car wash. That was my fault. Give this thing a nice little clean shampoo. Alright. And then do some interior detailing to it. And then all we gotta do now is take it to the paint shop. And then go ahead and paint it the same green that he had it. And I think yeah, I was about to say, I know I could put some livery on it. Yeah, so then do it like that. There you go. Brand fucking new, you know what I'm saying? So now we got both of these done, and yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. And I get a 25% bonus on that for XP. So, you know, yeah, finish that joint too. Bam. Alright, well, if you did enjoy the gameplay of the realistic car mechanic simulator instead of me doing sandbox, just leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, share the video, and I'll catch up with y'all after the fact. Yeah, it's your boy OB Juice signing out. Peace.
Cody.